out and you don't disclose. You know, so with Superfly, they had exposed the dope game.
Right.
You know what I mean? To the point of where they knew how to bust people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because the drug game had been such a secretive game amongst us that they never really knew, you know, a lot of stuff. But when those things came out, they exposed.
Superfly was about a dope dealer. First and foremost, man. That was about a dope dealer, you know what I'm saying? A la Scarface, you know?
Superfly, that was like a hustler movie, right? I watched it, but I don't really know too much about it. The only one I really kind of remember is like the Mac, Dolomite, shit like that, you feel me? And that shit was beautiful. That set a trend, you know what I mean, for a lot of folks. And a lot of folks, you know, got a lot of game off them little movies just by itself, you feel me?
Yeah, and you got the Mac. You know, that gets back to what you were saying about the Bay Area and about, I say I'm a product of what's going on over here. The Mac is a worldwide ass book of game.
The Mac is about a motherfucking Bay Area Mac pimp nigga, man. You know, he was playing Frank Ward the whole time. That's what motherfuckers gotta realize. Dude was playing Frank Ward. You know what I mean? Man, them dudes, when they get on the stage, on the players ball or whatever, when they get on the stage, man, dude is surrounded by real get down motherfuckers who woke up every day and put one foot to the street and the other one in the bitch ass. I mean.
The Mac had a lot to do with my life. A lot to do with my life.
Mac had crazy influence. I watched that like ridiculous times when I was young, you know what I'm saying? It was cool because it was from Oakland. The Cats was in Oakland, and it just inspired me that much more to know that that was from, you know what I'm saying, the Bay Area where I was from.
You see the Mac, motherfuckers say, you gonna see a nigga walking around with a hoe from Hawaii. You ever seen a nigga with a hoe from Hawaii? Never, nigga.
Yeah. I met Max Julian too, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. I met him, man. Forte hooked me up with him.
What was that like?
Me? I'm Mac Mall, man. He with a Mac right fucking here. You know what I mean? And he sounded like that, yeah, baby. You know, but dude was like a Superfly motherfucker. People, you know, kind of like, you know, corny him in that Mac role. Right. The dude was like all coming from Rome or some shit. You know what I mean? Straight stage actor.
The Mac was smooth, big.
Yeah, you know, Sugar Free is a family man. Love my children. I have two beautiful daughters, Heaven and Creone. Heaven is 4, and she's amazing. She's beautiful.
The things that people want their kids to be, they don't be it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers want their kid to be a lawyer. Motherfucker end up being a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers want their kid to be a doctor. Motherfucker end up being a football player. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just talking black or white, I'm talking universal.
You know how your mom and dad always tell you, you better be a doctor or a lawyer. Right. You know what? That's good, Mom, because you want me to be something terrific and something successful. So I'm gonna be something successful. It might not be what you want me to be, but I'm gonna be something successful. So when she put that little doctor in my thing, I always wanted to be like a psychologist, you feel me? A psychiatrist. But see, I don't want to prescribe no pills. I don't prescribe nothing but pimping and game, you feel me?
You know, nigga, what if your daughter was a hoe? I'm gonna tell her to do the best damn hoeing she can do. Shit, if I can't change her, what else am I gonna do? Kill myself out there on the track and shit? Ex-pimp? No. Heaven, no. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that a bitch, Steve? You know what I'm saying? What would I look like doing that, man? Big old squat. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
See free, leave see free all that. We went to a straight squat.
Right now, my son's headed in the right direction. My daughter's young, I'm still molding her, you know what I'm saying? But he's headed in the right direction. Tell him a scary story, he'll wake up, I had a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? But I told him, you know, I scold him on everything for, you know, like it's a game. You know what I'm saying?
Anything my son want to do, I'm going to respect it. Like I said this before, though, he better not be no cop.
Why you say that?
It's just, But here it is, I'm fucking myself off by saying that, because he fuck around, come up and, Daddy, I got a badge.
You also gotta have family, you also gotta have support. That is key to survival. You know what I mean? Everybody know. You can do it on your own for so long. You feel me? But you also need a little bit of family and some kind of support, man.
So, everybody that comes to the Christmas dinner, Uncle Ray does insurance, Nancy does real estate, you know what I'm saying? Johnny drinks. You know what
We all know this.
And we all know this.
This was recently, man. When one day, man, my daughter went to the stereo. She said, "What?" She was trying to show me something. She said, "Wait a minute, Dad, this is a little bit too loud." Okay, and then we were kind of like talking over each other a little bit. I said, "Okay, turn it down." And she turned it down, like just right. You know what I'm saying? Turn that motherfucker down just right. I looked at her, look, I couldn't do nothing. I just said, "No, well, baby, what you doing? What's that?"
Talk about the game in the 80s.
Game in the 80s.
What was it like?
Crack. Crack.
Rocks hit, I ain't never seen nothing hit like bass rocks.
Crack came and just changed the mentality of the streets, the mentality of what goes around in the world. You know what I'm saying? Changed the financial structure of how we think. It changed the mental structure of how we think, on how people think today.
Crack and like blow in general tore up a lot of sharp-ass niggas. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sharp-ass niggas, man.
You know, it was a lot of cocaine. And cocaine was very expensive, you know, so it had to be something economical. It was a business. You know, you have the businessman, the entertainers, straight up cocaine. But what about the little people? They have money too, so you had to probably manufacture something that they can afford.
They put the shit up in there, fucked up family units, you know what I mean? Then make laws and put motherfuckers in jail. That's some diabolical ass shit, you know what I mean?
I just know that it's a killer. It tore my mom up. My mom died early because of that shit, you know what I'm saying? So, it's not cool.
Back then, you might take like 84, right? Motherfucker, minimum wage, like $3.25, right? You get a motherfucker that works somewhere flipping burgers for that shit, and in 2 weeks, he probably come home with like $250. You know what I'm saying? Even back then, that ain't shit, right? But then you get another motherfucker who's selling that shit when it first hit, making $2,500 a week. Ha! A cat that's making $250 has to compete with his area and the dudes that's making all this money, whether he wants to or not.
You can become addicted to being a seller because there's the money. You used to making $300 or $400 a day. You big man on campus.
I'm from that era, man. I mean, I gotta look good. I wanna dress good. And then, you know what I'm saying? I wanna blow. I wanna kick it in the best, you know what I'm saying, towns there is, or go to hotels. I wanna do all, you know what I'm saying? All that takes money. People just doing it to floss and do their thing, living in a hell, you feel me, hellhole, but hop in their car and look like $1 million. You know what I mean? That's like with the crack game. I remember it like my folks being like that.
So everybody is doing the dope dealer thing. At the same time, people are getting hooked on the drugs. So it's affecting everything. Even the people that don't even smoke or do nothing are getting affected because it's changing the economy and everything.
That shit is a yin-yang situation with some motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? You might get motherfuckers that hear about that shit and just go into a tailspin about that shit. And then you hear other motherfuckers here talk about that shit and be like, well shit, nigga, I came up off that shit.
We got money, but we also got killed. We also got hooked. We also got, you know what I mean? Our whole neighborhood's fucked up, and a lot of like real, you know, real strong fathers, brothers, and all that shit is gone. Yeah. So like, well, I think out of that whole situation, we got the short end of the motherfucking stick.
I ain't never fucked with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Personally, like I sold the shit for like 2 days, right?
What happened?
Motherfucker, you gotta stand on the corner for like 8 hours. I ain't that type of motherfucker. I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So how the fuck am I stand on the corner for 8 hours every day doing the same fucking shit?
Your boy never had real good luck slaying crack, or taking something from somebody or something like that. Man, I ain't never had no good luck like that. I just...
Like from my level, and a little bit higher than where I'm at, most of the people that are part of that family or that business came from that era. So you're dealing with a lot of the same attitudes, temperaments, and mentalities that came from there. So haterism, it's all there. It's the same people, but a different business. So it kind of reminds you when somebody's trying to work you on a rap deal, kind of remind you of a cat that was trying to get over on a few grams or whatever, whoop. You feel me?
Crack came into the picture. How did crack change the game? That's why the game is fucked up right now, man. That's why the game is fucked up right now, man, because of that cheers.
If it wasn't for rocks, everything wouldn't be going on right now.
People driving Jags and stuff, and now you see them, they turn over shit in the street looking for somebody. You know you ain't dropped. Musicians, because then I got stuck with it. It changed. Drugs just changed everything, and there was no ethics.
Another bad thing was a lot of people that were ballers back in the day off their crack are nothing now. So it was kind of like an illusion kind of thing. You on Fantasy Island for a minute because it ain't there no more, you feel me?
It's a cool, I guess, an era to reminisce off how, you know what I'm saying, just like any other OG, we reminisce off the earthquake and plague that happened. It's like the crack era. It's still going, but how it was in the 80s, and when it came, it was horrible.
That was the most selfish time. You dressed the best. That was the GQ's era where you had to be dressed to the max. You start making money. You saw more BMWs. It was all about making the money.
I just remember, first I remember cats coming through and flip Granadas and Cortezes and, you know what I'm saying, Fits, just, you know what I'm saying, the pinstripe OG, you know what I'm saying, major league teams. That's what I remember, the gear, because the 80s it was so fashionable and tight, you feel me, but at the same time, it was just hardcore.
A hard era. It was hard. It affected everybody. I don't think anybody can say that crack did not affect them in some shape, form, or fashion. It became an era of, I guess, an era of loss. You got lost in that time.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
It's a celebration.
There, baby, what's the hats? I never saw a girl looking good as that. I see you look so fine and your hair so long. When I see you, baby, I sing this song. Phone. I gotta get that phone.
That's my favorite gig, is being a woman. I love, you know, I have a little rap for Got That Walk. I like giving up that walk. Put me on some high heel shoes. You know that walk, so.
Yeah, that whole thing.
That whole thing, man.
With my stilo, man, I mean, shit. I'm at a bitch in midair, man. You feel me? I don't discriminate nothing. It's like 31 flavors, man. I like them all. You feel me? And I look past all that shit, you feel me? Because it's really in the bitch, you know what I mean, duty, not in her beauty.
If a woman, for instance, is a porno queen, not a porno queen for being on the screen, but a porno queen for making the movies, she's gonna make a lot of money. And when she walk into Tiffany's or Macy's, you're gonna see that she looks like a successful woman. You don't see on her forehead porn